EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. They come through on this play, and then the series back on track. The completion had no yards for a first down.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will set up shop midfield at the 50-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive up further.
No, they're making progress. They're not exactly in high gear. A few yards along the way, and now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Now the try here for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the 39, Jones. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about another here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. It's about a half to a full yard shy of 5. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Watson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dorsett, the man in motion. They'll run it again with Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think he's going to call this a there anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That'll be caught by Anderson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Derek Brown. And they will drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Jones now. Throwing to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Texans will take over possession here on 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Take it to him. Yeah. Here we go. Come on, baby. Here we go. Number 1 forward. Here we go.
Jones, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Murray. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Murray to air it out again. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 2nd and 16, Murray. He finds Watson. It's called. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Watson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, left side, it's Dorsett. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a third down.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go play action here on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Alex Singleton able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by the ball partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously, a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus May with a pick. So they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Murray going to fire one out wide. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Hunt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field with his his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. And the busy night for Henry continues. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Again, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting here, but I guarantee you probably is told him, you gotta stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. It's Kelsey on the ground. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Murray. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
He finds Watson complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Now, I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Houston, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.